grease on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dusting? Latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new Bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bins and I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never kicked anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Brown. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From the end zone, Rudolph. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
3-19!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Rudolph again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here comes a 1st down throw for Rudolph. Man open left side is Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check, Patriot!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Detroit!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Rudolph on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Patriot!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's Rudolph, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. This throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On first down, it's Rudolph. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Rudolph on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 right at the 40. Again, it's Rudolph. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Rudolph going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He uncorks it first, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead, 33 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rudolph going to look to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Rudolph on 1st down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will throw it here with Rudolph. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the second round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.